How you doing, baby? Happy Sunday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. And if you see anything that you like, just hit share, please and thank you. I know, nope, you alright. You ain't blacking out or nothing. Yeah, it ain't no medical emergency. It is Sunday. And yes, I am before you. Yeah, I know. I got to work. I got stuff to do. So why not come on? It's not a bad thing when I come on. You know what I'm saying? I don't never come on here with no real bad news. At least I try not to. I try to keep it upbeat. I try to be current with whatever content I talk about here on this panel. I try to stay consistent. So, why not come on today? So, y'all, I can't get into the syllabus. Your test tomorrow. You nervous? You nervous? Don't be. You got this. You got this. Yep, I do. I think you probably do most of the stuff that I suggest that you do. Yep, I have faith in you. I think you studied. I think you on top of your game as a parent somewhat. I think you're going to breeze through this little test. And I think you're going to breeze through it because you probably don't use none of these manipulation tips. Because, see, a lot of this audience, I know for a fact that they probably not experiencing some of the things I talk about. Yeah, that's probably why some of y'all don't share my videos, because y'all can't relate. Yeah, y'all baby mama and baby daddy ain't doing that type of stuff to your baby for you. But let me tell you, I give y'all these manipulation tips because if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. I know, and I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying that to pay attention to the videos, even if you don't think that because I'm telling you how quick it can happen to you. Let's say one day you tell your child no for something that they really, really want. And let's just say your baby mama and baby daddy haven't healed from the relationship. So they still harboring feelings of hatred towards you. They haven't forgiven you. They waiting on the opportunity to find a way to snatch that baby from your ass. Ooh, fix it, Jesus, it's a Christian show. They waiting for the opportunity to get in and try to misuse that baby. They just don't know how. I know, ain't that terrible? They can't get in. They can't penetrate the fortress, because I had everything so sold up. I still don't know how he was able to get in. I had everything so sold up tight. But that's all it takes. Now just imagine if you told your baby no, and your baby was so upset with you because you told them no, that they tell their baby mama, your baby daddy, and then instead of them talking to you to figure out why you said no and your reasoning for doing so and backing you up, they actually help the baby get away. They help formulate an escape plan for your baby to be able to leave you, all the way down to giving them tips about CPS, all the way down to telling them that they can go to court and fire you as their mom and their dad, and giving them the steps to do so. It can happen just that fast. If you don't have an understanding with your baby mama and your baby daddy, if y'all not on the same page, and if y'all not putting that baby first, it can happen just that fast to you. To you. Yeah, I ain't no different. I know you would like to believe that I'm running what's that movie? What's the name of that movie where she be like, no wire hangers? What is it? They gonna put me out. I'm sorry, they gonna put me out. What's that? Mommy Dearest? Is that the name of the movie? I know you would like to think that that's the type of place that I was running, but I wasn't. I swear to you. I swear to you I'm a good mama. I swear to you I was doing everything you was doing, and probably more. I'm telling you I was. So y'all, today, you miss your baby? Simple question, honest question. I'm quite sure your therapist asked you the same question. Do you miss your baby? I know. If your baby mama or baby daddy is the primary caregiver of your child to where they have that baby in their possession, and if they ain't called you and gave you an update or talked to you about your baby and kept you abreast of that baby's growth and development and things of that nature, you got a trifling baby mama and trifling baby daddy. And I'm sorry that I have to talk about your baby mama and baby daddy, but if they ain't kept you abreast of that baby and kept in touch and kept that connection going, yeah, you got a trifling baby mama or baby daddy. Yeah, that should never be. It should never be. Never, ever, ever. Text message, call, had a baby call. It should never be a disconnect. It should never be a lapse of time where you don't have that connection with your child. Somebody you created and brought to this earth. Somebody you created and brought to this earth. Shit, if nobody love you, that baby should. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. So yeah, not a day go by that I don't think or miss my baby. Not a day goes by that I don't think about her. Because she wasn't a bad kid. I know. That's why I don't understand how everything went awry. She wasn't a bad kid. Never gave me any problems. I didn't have to force feed her college. I didn't have to force feed her the importance of the business and the generational wealth that was going to be. I didn't have to force feed her about nothing. She is just like me. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. So yeah, this is all, it all threw me off when it happened, right? So it's crazy because the closer I get to the other kids, it makes me miss her even more. Oh my God, it makes me miss her even more because the connection that I have with the remaining children, them talking to me, us, just the whole relationship, the bond that we have. Like, I had that same bond with the baby. So to see, because you know we're in the restoration process right now. You know, we kind of getting back to normal. Everybody getting on track. Everybody had to go through their own little journey after this. Yep. And it's crazy because I couldn't help them. It was nothing that I could do in this process to help them. Oh my God, I felt so helpless. Oh my goodness. And then for everything to go just blow up. My plan A that I worked so hard on. Like, my plan A was established when the boys was little. My boys in their 30s. So plan A was all set. It was working. I had trust the process and it was actually working. Oh, fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. So to have to start over with plan B, I felt so hopeless these last couple of years. But let me tell you, before you don't cry for me, Argentina, now look, before you get the tissue out now, let me tell you what helped. I know, because they went through that. I hate that my kids, because you know, as a mama, you want to protect your baby. So to know that they had to go through something unnecessary, like, fix it, Jesus, all the trauma that they had suffered unnecessarily, like, all because all the hands of one person, two or three, ain't no telling how much help he had, but just from one person, one mean-spirited person, changed your whole life. Yeah. So just knowing that I couldn't help them, and just prayer. Oh, I started leaning on my God like never before. Oh, I pray every day for my babies. When I wake up in the morning, I pray. Before I go to sleep at night, I pray for them during the day. I pray. And then I gave it to God. I gave it to God. And I just started doing me. I started working on plan B, and that's what you see now. You see plan B. You have to start with a child. Do A. Blameless. To get to that's correct, baby. Melanie, you are right on it. When we first started this coffee and conversation, I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry, baby. Melanie Monique. Yep, and you are correct, baby. And when we first started this situation, well, coffee and conversations, I made everybody do a self-reflection. Just to make sure that they weren't the problem, make sure that they weren't the reason, make sure analyze your parenting. Like, we went through this our 4th year. We're seniors now. Yeah, we seniors now. Actually, they got a test tomorrow. I hope they're ready for it. But yeah, guys, let me get back. Because I got to get to work. Yep, so yeah, I pray. And it helped. Because right now, we're going through the restoration process. And I don't think that would have been possible If it wasn't for my relationship with God, if it wasn't for the fact that I had the kids in church, if it wasn't for the fact that I made them know the importance of having a relationship with God, you know. Hey, the boys, remember they had to come back and stay with me after everything happened? When I tell you they both working right now, amen, they both working. Jay got him a car. Jay bought that car and he set it in front of the house. And every check he bought a part, every check he bought a piece, every check he'd get out there and work on that car. So just to watch that whole process, watch them, even though they had to go on their journeys alone and separate and figure it out, to see them figuring it out. Oh, God is so good. Oh, God is so good. So now he got his car. So Brandon's saving up to get his. Kennedy gave me some good news yesterday, and I'm not going to share it on here. I'm going to let her share it when she's ready. But she gave me some good news that made me... It just made me feel good as a parent, because ain't nothing like tragedy and trauma being brought to the forefront. Make you realize how strong you are. Make you realize, make you make decisions that you probably wouldn't never make. Make you think, make you lean on those morals and values that you were taught as a child. Yeah, make you reflect, so whatever it is and whatever path they needed to go on, to see them get through this traumatic situation and they're coming out on top. Oh, God is so good to me. So I'm telling you, prayer works. I don't think if it wasn't for prayer, I don't think we would even had the opportunity to go back through the restoration process. Meaning that we are reconnecting, meaning that we're coming back together, meaning that we're rebuilding our relationship that was broken when the baby was removed from our home. Like the destruction, to see everything coming back in place, to see the bricks for that foundation being put back and set back. Woo. Fix it, Jesus. Yeah, he is. And he is fixing it. Oh, y'all talking to me, babe. What you say? Hey, babe. Things happen for a reason. I believe that. And I don't question too much, babe. That's why I say I gave it to God. I don't question too much, you know. So, y'all, today, I guess the message was prayer. Whatever it is you're dealing with, whatever it is you're going through, yeah, please find your relationship with God. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to get through. I wouldn't be able to come do coffee and conversation with y'all for the last 4 years. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't have the strength. When this first happened, my mental, I thought I was going to have to check in somewhere. Fix it, Jesus. I thought I was going to have to check in somewhere. Because it was too much. It was like my world had ended. Can you imagine that? This world that you created, this perfect world you created, felt like it had ended, crumbled. I didn't feel like I had anybody, anything. I didn't have, fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. But when I started praying, I started coming up out that place. It wasn't as dark as it was and when it first started. I was starting to see a little light coming through. You know, yeah, baby. I stay on my knees, baby. I gotta pray. Because he's the only one that can help me get through this. Yeah, so y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation with your girl. I'll come back on when I get over there to that house. I gotta finish that bathroom. Lori probably looking at me like, you supposed to be over here, but you on Coffee and Conversation. So y'all, I'll check in later. Melanin, follow my page. When you pray, you have to shut yourself down. You can only hear, yes, and you do, honey, you do. So I tell you, get your relationship with God. Yeah. So y'all, I'm out. Oh, Melanie, I love you. Checked in, honey. I hope you come back. I'm out. Mwah.